What's up, guys? Welcome back or welcome to the channel. My name is Natasha. I am one of the co-founders of Nade Koils, and judging by the title, we are here, or I am here to give you all the details, all the information about the products that we have launched so far. So let's jump right in. Okay, so how did we get here? I big chopped 6 years ago and went natural. Prior to that, I always relaxed my hair. So I never really knew what my texture looked like. And all I knew is in my adult life, I started having a lot of health issues. And for me, that's not normal. I am very active. I've always believed that. I've always preached that to my friends ad nauseum. So when I started realizing that the importance behind the things that you put on your skin and inside your body and on your scalp, the importance of knowing and understanding those things and understanding how they affect your health. It was a little too late because I had some really complicated medical issues, but it led me to decide to chop off my relaxed hair and just dive into understanding what my hair looked like, what can I do to maintain it and start living a more healthy lifestyle when it comes to my hair. So that was about 6 years ago. And at that time, I'm trying to do this without my glasses because the light glares on the frames. So if I'm blinking, I'm not blinking or winking at you guys. I really need my glasses. Anyway. So, like I was saying, it was 6 years ago, and during that time, the natural hair community was in full force. So, heading over to YouTube and understanding what the natural girlies were doing was so easy, and I dived into it, and I was there, I was learning, I was understanding, and then I was trying product after product after product, and I came to understand that, excuse me, not every product works for every natural. Everyone's hair texture pattern is different, even though it may look similar on screen. So I started to want or have a need to understand the ingredients in our products and why they were there, and why they weren't working, or they worked sometimes. So I went down that rabbit hole, and I came across a video talking about sea moss and how it has about 92 of the nutrients that our body needs, and how people were consuming that for a healthier lifestyle. And as I started doing that research, I realized that sea moss is also a humectant. And it works great as a film-forming humectant in our, dry and thirsty, curly, kinky hair. So I went down that rabbit hole and fell in love with sea moss. And it took years of manipulating and, working with the sea moss to get it to a state that works amazing in our hair as a film-forming humectant. And I started understanding that glycerin, which is what most of our products on the shelves have as a humectant base ingredient, doesn't really work well for our hair. It's very temperamental. What I mean by that is that, if you are in a humid environment, it will, if you don't know what a humectant is, it draws moisture from the air and deposits it onto your hair. Well, if you are in a humid environment, glycerin works well. It may oversaturate the hair, but it pulls that moisture from the air. If you're in a dry climate, like I am here in California, and it doesn't find that humectant in the air, it will revert and pull that moisture off of your hair and start drying it out. So that was one of the major issues in most of the products that were on the shelf. Glycerin was high up there in that ingredient list, and it was causing, those two extremes. So when I found sea moss, I was on board. I wanted to figure it out. I wanted to see how well it worked in the hair, and all of the research out there says it works amazing. It creates this film around your hair cuticle, your hair shaft, and it seals and locks in that moisture that you apply to it. At the same time, it's pulling moisture from the air and locking that in as well. So it's not looking to, if it can't find it in the air, it's not looking to pull it off your hair. It's just locking and stabilizing the moisture. I was amazing. I was amazed. I couldn't wait to figure out how to make it work in our hair. And so I want to show you what sea moss look like if you don't know what it looks like. So this is sea moss. It's essentially a renewable resource in the sea. There are farmers that have been farming it and growing it along the coastal lines of the Caribbean and other areas as well. And it's a great renewable resource. And so the challenge was, how do I get it from this to a liquid state that works like magic in our kinky, coily, curly hair? Let me tell you, that took so much time, so many years. And I want to say, to preface that, the amount of years that it took, because I played around with this for a good, 2 years. The amount of time that it took was because life was lifing. I had to shelf it. I had to work. I had to do other things and then come back to it and then try to work it to that, that magic state. And then when I got it there, then it was understanding all the other things that our hair needs, in terms of moisture, in terms of protein. And so just learning those things and learning how to formulate that took, a couple of more years. So sea moss, when you see sea moss in our product lines today on the shelves, you look at the ingredient list. They mention sea moss as part of the formulation, but when you look at it, and this is where you have to learn how to read your labels. So when you look at where that formulation happens in most products on the shelves, that sea moss is like number 10, number 11 down in the ingredients list. And not only that, it's an extract. So make that make sense, because the magic of sea moss is the gel, okay? I get it that sea moss has all of these amazing nutrients in there, and that's great for the hair too. So when you're pulling it in as an extract, that's amazing. But it doesn't make sense if that extract is less than 1% of the product formulation, right? That's number one. And you are then leaving the gel on the table. You're not even using that in the formulation. And that's where the magic happens, because the gel not only creates that film and forms that around your hair and locks in that moisture and balances that moisture throughout the days of your wash and go or your twist out. It not only does that, but it seals your hair cuticle, your hair shaft, and it protects it, right? It seals it and strengthens it and gives it. Once your cuticle lays flat and it's sealed, that's where the shine happens. I mean, I'm hot. Sorry, you guys. Today we are having a heat wave. I had to say that because I'm glistening now, but I digress. Whew, it's hot in here. But that is where that shine happens. That's where you see that high shine. It's amazing. It's amazing in the hair. So how are you leaving that on the table, and how are you not formulating sea moss, even if it is the extract? How are you not formulating it at the very top or near the very top of your product ingredients? Make that make sense to me. So when I saw brands hopping on that sea moss train, I was deflated. I was like, oh, I've taken too long. They found out the secret. They're on it. You know, I'm too late. But then when I started realizing that they're not even using it properly, I was like, wow, that's a miss, right? So that sea moss is now part of all of our product formulation. It is at the highest point of the ingredients list, part of the first 5 of the ingredients on that product formulation, because of this magic and what that does in our thirsty hair and our curls, and supporting the shine and sealing the cuticle. Sealing the cuticle, I think, is like the second best thing about sea moss gel, because if you think about it, the structure of our curls, right? If you've got S curls, right? Or if you've got coils like I do, every bend or every curve in that S curl is a weak part in your hair strand, and that's where that hair can break. Why is that? If you think of the cuticle and as kind of like a fish scale, right? Your cuticles lay flat, right? So when you've got straight hair, your cuticles lay flat all the way down. So everything is being protected. That shaft, that inner shaft of the cuticle is being protected because everything is laying flat on it. For us, where we've got those kinks and S's and coils and bends, everywhere that cuticle bends, you know, here's the cuticle, everywhere that hair shaft bends, that cuticle is being lifted, right? It's not bending with the curve. So our hair is fragile because of that. And with the sea moss sealing that cuticle, it's giving our hair that extra strength, one, and it's giving our hair that it's maintaining the moisture level in our hair, two, okay? And then the best part is the third best part, because I've already explained two. The third one is the shine, because now that your cuticles are laying flat, no matter the bend and the wave, light is hitting that cuticle and it's just shining. It's shining, it's making your hair look beautiful. No matter your texture, no matter the kink, the coil, the curl, your hair is shiny and healthy. Do you get that? Like, do you see the shine? It's amazing. How are brands leaving the gel on the table? Makes no sense. And even if you wanted to do the extract, how are you formulating it down at almost at the very bottom, less than 1% of your product? Makes no sense. So, sorry, I went down a rant about why are we doing this? You know, why? Okay, so with that said, all of our products, the ones that we have launched recently, we launched on September 2nd. All of our products have our sea moss gel in them and at the highest of the formulation. So let me introduce you to each of the products. They are stylers. We will be launching other products soon, like your wash day collection, oils, but right now we've launched our stylers. And sorry guys, I took a break. It was getting really hot in here. Okay, so let's introduce you to the 4 products that we've launched. We've got two leave-ins. So the Curl Nourish Leave-In Primer and then our Curl Quench. these are two different formulations. So the Curl Nourish is formulated super light, no oils in there, but it has a specific blend of nourishing extracts that are penetrating the hair to hydrate it, to repair it, from oxidative stress, from mechanical damages like, you know, combing your hair and touching your hair, all those old things, those microaggressions towards your hair does need kind of like consistent repair work, right? So that you're not, you know, coming to a point of your hair journey and you're having to cut so much hair because you haven't been doing the repair work. So love this. And I use this a lot like during the summer, where my hair is super light and fluffy and flowy. This is what I'm using right now in my hair. And I just love how light it is. You know, it doesn't weigh my curls down at all. So love this during the summertime. And then we've got our Curl Quench. Smacking myself in the face. We have our Curl Quench leave-in primer. So this one is a richer formula. So it's more creamy and it has oils that are formulated into the product formulation. So you'll find two types of oils in here, which are super light and penetrating. So they are the molecular size. I can never say that word right. The molecular size is small enough so that it penetrates the hair shaft, and that's the marula oil and the apricot kernel oil. So love these two oils. Super light, non-greasy, but it's giving you that hydration, that it's helping lock that moisture along with, you know, what the sea moss is doing in the product. And then it's got conditioning waxes and humectants, other humectant bases like honeyquat, which is a great humectant as well. So love this during the winter when your hair needs a little bit more support. And what I mean by that is like, so during the winter, you're going from different environments constantly, right? So you've got your home and you're hopping out into, I don't know, the weather that's cold and icy, and then you're hopping into an office that has the heater on and it's drying your hair. So this is a great one for really helping keep that moisture in your hair. And so if you haven't been doing the things that you should be doing, like, you know, conditioning, deep conditioning, and washing your hair on a consistent basis, I always tell everyone to start off with the Curl Quench. Don't try to do what I do, which is like do this in the summer sometimes and then do this in the winter, or just cross pollinate because my hair is moisture trained, right? It knows how to retain moisture, and that's because I wash and condition and, you know, do the protein treatments on a consistent basis. So my hair doesn't dry out as fast anymore, not like it used to when I first became natural. So these are two leave-ins, and the direction is to add them on when you are in the shower. That is the best way to apply these primers, these leave-ins. That's when your hair is soaking wet and that sea moss is going to be doing its work and locking in that moisture while your hair is dripping wet. So in the shower. And then we have our two stylers. So we have the Diamonds and Curls Custard. Love this stuff. I love it so much. It locks in my coils, like the style. And then you've got your, well, if I can, there you go, the Curl Defining Smoothie. So with the Diamonds and Curls Custard, it is a custard. So it's gonna give you a flexible hold, but a hold it'll have, like you can see my coils, they are super defined. And this is day 2. So don't think you're not gonna get you're not gonna get definition from using this. You will, but it's gonna be soft and touchable hold. Your hair is gonna have movement. It's gonna have moisture. And the reason I say that is that it's not only formulated with the sea moss, which already is a film forming humectant, but it's formulated with specific extracts that also adds to the hydration properties of the gel. So this is a great, healthy gel, a lot better than those harsh gels out there that I know you guys love so much, and I'm not gonna mention, but you know, if you know, you know. So that's the styling gel. And then we've got our curl defining smoothie. Now, I love this for a twist out. I'm not a twist out girl. I don't do it often because I feel that my hair is on the finer side and medium density. And every time I do a twist out, I don't know, it just looks a little stringy for me. So I'm still trying to figure it out, but the definition when I do that twist out is on point. Okay, so if you are a twist out girl, I recommend that you try the curl defining smoothie. I have tried this for wash and go also, and I love it because I like fluffy, voluminous hair. Okay, so this is day 2 of using the Curl Nourish, which is super light, and then topping it off with the Diamonds and Curls custard, and it's great. The definition is there. The volume is not for me. I like volume. So I'm waiting for day 3 to really get volume and curls. But when you use the curl defining smoothie, you get day 3 definition on day 1. That's just magic for me. It might be for you too. So if you are, you know, like a cream wash and go girl, you're gonna love this. It's gonna have the hold you're looking for. The, you know, the definition, the softness, you know, just that bounce and that volume. You'll find it in this. So yeah, oh, you know what? Let me give you a texture shot of all of the products. So make sure the pump is open for this one. Okay, so this is our Curl Quench. This is the creamier leave-in primer, and you can, let me see if I can get close enough so it doesn't look weird. Hold on, there we go. So it's a very creamy solution. Really love it. Very moisturizing. Again, you should be doing that in the shower. All right, so let me show you a texture shot of, I think this is new. Give me one second. Yeah. Texture shot of the Curl Quench Leave-In Primer. Okay, so hold on. Yeah. Okay, so this one is super light. Oh, did I change? I did. Give me one second. Sorry, you guys, I messed up the light balance or the white balance of the light, the ring light. So if this looks a little different, I apologize. Okay, I think we were about to give you a texture shot. There we go. So this is the Curl Quench Leave-In Primer. It's more jelly based, but super light. And it'll be super light on the hair as well. Yeah, so. Again, same as with the Curl Quench, all the primers should be done while you're in the shower, while your hair is soaking wet. Okay, so let's take a look at the custard. So that's the Diamonds and Curls custard. And you can see it's a pretty thick custard. I mean, it'll run if you let it. So trying to be careful. But yeah, it's, there you go. If you can see that, it's very custard based. I love this gel. It is so great, so moisturizing. So, and then the shine, oh my gosh, the shine. And then the last styler is our curl defining smoothie. Now there you go. She is thick, if you can see. She is thick and luscious. I mean, here, let me add it. You see that? She almost acts like a butter, but she's a smoothie. Oh my gosh, and the smell. I can't. Sometimes I am just, when I'm putting the products together, I'm just standing there and just sniffing at it. It's a habit. It's a bad habit. But love this smoothie. Anyway, we are so proud of the formulations, the launch, and we can't wait to share it with you, the community. We are attending pop-ups whenever we can. For the season, I think there's only one more pop-up that we'll be attending, which is at the end of September 28th and 29th. So if you are, in the Bay Area in California, Treasure Island is where we will be at Treasure Fest. So I would love to see you guys there. If you are not, I'm so sorry. We will definitely try to vlog some of those moments at the pop-up and share it on our next video. And with that, I think that's it. That is Nade Koils. Oh, one more thing. So I think you're probably wondering, well, who's Nade of Nade Koils? I'm glad you asked. Well, my name and my sister's name is how we came up with the company name. So Natasha, so the first two letters of my name, and then my sister's Deborah, and the first two letters of her name, Nade Koils, and here we are. Anyway, we are super excited that we have launched, and we can't wait to share the amazing ingredients, the amazing nourishing ingredients that are in these products, and how they support the health of our kinky coily hair. And I hope by this time you have clicked that subscribe button, you have given this video a thumbs up, and hopefully you've clicked on that notification bell so that you know when we upload the next video. And check out our Instagram at Nade Koils and the website nadekoils.com. And with that, I will see you in our next video.